Hey, what's up? It's William from Rocket Zero and welcome to another pixel art tutorial. In this pixel art tutorial, we're going to be building Darth Maul, hopefully I said that right, from the Star Wars prequels. Now, what do we need for Darth Maul, which was designed by candypatterns.com. Go check him out. We need some black wool, red wool, yellow wool, white wool, and a bit of orange wool. So let's get started. We're going to begin with 5 blocks of our black wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After those 5 blocks, we're going to grab our red wool and we're going to place 1 block right here. Then we're going to skip a space, and place another one so that it's 3 red wool blocks, just like that. Then we're going to grab our black wool and we're going to place one in between each block and then to the sides. Whoops, that's not where it's supposed to go. It's supposed to go here. Awesome. And now what we're going to do next is that we're going to grab our black wool, which we should already have in our hand, and we're going to go up by 2 blocks right here. So 1, 2. Then we're going to grab a red, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to add 2 more here. So make sure you have added that shape. Now we're going to do the same thing over here. 2 blocks, 1 here, and then 1, 2, 3. We are going to place a black wool right here and here. Awesome. Now for his mouth or his teeth, we're going to grab our yellow wool. And we're going to place 1 block and then white, then yellow, then white, and then yellow. Then we're going to place the 2 yellow blocks right above the white. And we're going to do this. And yellow again. And here. So maybe I didn't do a really good job of explaining that, but just make sure his mouth looks like this. It's just like a checker pattern, but with white and yellow wool. Now we're going to grab our black wool, and on the side, we're going to place 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to add 1, 2. And then this part's going to be a little tricky. We're going to begin with this yellow wool. And we're going to place 5 blocks going towards the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to go up here and up here. We're going to grab our red and we're going to place 1 block here and then 2 here and 1 here. In that gap and then above that. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to place 1, 2, 3 and then we're going to go up by 2 blocks right next to this little guy. 1, 2. And then starting on this yellow block, we're going to place 5 blocks moving towards the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to go up here, and we're going to place up a block here. And red wool here, 2 blocks here, and 1 up here. Awesome, so we're doing great. Now what we're going to do is that we're going to fill in the... Oh, are they going to crash? Oh, they might. They might. We'll just delete that if they get in the way. Okie dokie. So back to this. What we're going to do is that we're going to grab our red wool, and we're going to make a whole row right here. And then another row, just like that. And then we're going to find the middle, which should be right here. And we're going to place 1 block here. And then we're going to add 2 to the right, 2 to the left. And it should be 5 blocks across. That's going to be like his, I guess, mouth area. I don't even know. It's just this thing going on here. So that's what we're adding. Now what we're going to do next is that we are going to grab our red wool. And we're going to make a row here. And then a row over here. Awesome. We're going to place our black wool here. Here. Then we're going to grab a red, black, red, and black. So make sure you have added this little part to it. Now we're going to do it over here. We're going to place a black wool. And then a red wool on top. Black wool next to it, then red, black, red, and black. Actually, let's just delete this for now. This is what we should have so far. Pause it if you need to. It would be a great stopping point. We're about maybe 25% of the way there, so we're making great progress. Awesome. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to go back to this little corner, and we're going to add 3 blocks of a red wool. So 1, 2, 3. And we're going to make a row across. we're gonna go over here and we're gonna place 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna make the row across, stopping right here, and then we're just gonna fill it in, just like this. So we should end up with something that resembles this. Now we're gonna go to the side and we're gonna add 3 black wools, 1, 2, 3, and then starting in the middle here, we're gonna add 7 going up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just like that. So remember, it's going to be 3 blocks here, and then starting in the middle, we're going to add 7 going up. So let's go do it on this side. Just like over there, 1, 2, 3, and then 7 going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Awesome. Let's take a little step back. This is what we have so far. We are doing great. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is that we are going to... What are we gonna do? Let's take a little break here. Pause it if you need to, just so I can get my stuff together. Okay, this is what we're gonna do next. I had to look at my notes right quick. In this block right here, we're gonna add 5 black wools. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're gonna drop 1 block below the top, and we're gonna add 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then right here we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna drop right here, and in this little part we're gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Now we are gonna grab our yellow wool, and starting in this corner, we're gonna place 2 blocks here, 1 in the middle, and then 2 again with our red wool in between. And then we're going to fill it in with some black wool. So that's what this eye should look like. If I went kind of fast, I'm sorry. Pause it if you need to. And just copy what you see on your screen. Awesome. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to place 2 red wools. And then 3 black wools. Then 2 red wools. And 4 black wools. Awesome. We're going to go up by 5 blocks right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1 below the top, we're going to add 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to place 2 black wools here. And then with this gap that we have left, we're going to place 2 yellow wools, 1 in the middle, 2 on the side, and then a red wool right in between. Now we're going to go right here in the middle in his little nose, and we're going to add 9 blocks going up. So once again, before we do that, let me pull all the way back. This is what we have for our Darth Maul so far, so it's looking pretty good. Awesome. So like before, we are going to add 9 blocks right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're going to add 2 blocks to the side and 2 blocks to the side. Awesome, so we're doing great. Now what we're going to do is that in this side, we're going to add 5 blocks of our red wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Now let's take a step back. Pause it if you guys need to. Now what we're going to do is that over here, we're also going to place 5 red wools. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry about that. I just stopped recording for a brief second, but we're back fully operational. And now what we're going to do is that we are going to grab our black wool and make sure you guys have the 5 red wools in here. I think that's where the video stopped recording, but make sure you guys have this so far. And now what we're going to do is that we're going to grab our black wool and we're going to place 1 extra block here. And then we're going to go up by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to add 2 blocks. So once again, you're going to add 1 more block to this row of 7, making it 8. And then we're going to place 6 blocks going straight up and add 2 over here. So now let's go do that over here. Remember, 1 extra block. We're going to go up by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to add 2 blocks right here. 1, 2. Cool. Now that we have this, we're going to now work on his little horns. And for that, we're going to need to grab our orange wool. And starting right here, we're going to place 1, 2, and then we're going to place 1, 2, 3. So make sure you guys have this shape going on. Now we're going to grab our yellow wool and we're going to place 2 blocks here, 3 blocks in this row, then 2 blocks, and then 1 block. So it looks something like this. Now we're going to grab our black wool, and starting in this orange block, we're going to go up by 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to place 1 black wool moving there. And we're going to place a black here. We're going to grab a red wool, and we're going to go straight up, and it should be 4 blocks. We're going to grab our black wool, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to sneak our way in here, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're just basically going to surround the little dot that goes downwards. Now we're going to do the same thing over here. So once again, we're going to grab our orange wool, and we're going to place 2 blocks, and then 1, 2, and 3. We're going to grab wool. We're going to place 2 blocks, then 3 blocks, then 2 blocks, and 1 block. And that's what that little horn should look like. Now we're going to do the bottom part. We're just going to surround it with some black wool, just like that. And then starting here, we're going to go up by 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to grab our red wool and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1 block here in the middle. And this is what we should have so far. Pause it if you guys need to. We're going to go in a second and we're going to start adding detail, but that's not important for now. For now, we're working on the horns. And now for the next step, we're going to grab our orange wool. We're going to place 1 block here. And then we're going to do this shape. Just like that. Like a mini slingshot. Then we're going to grab our yellow wool. And starting here, we're going to go up by 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a yellow here. And a yellow here. We're going to grab our black wool and replace 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 right in the middle. Now we're going to work on the horns that are on his side. So for that, we're going to grab our orange wool. We're going to place 1, 2, 3. 1 down here. And then 3 yellow wools. 2 yellow wools. 1 yellow. And a black right here. Awesome. This guy's looking really scary. Now we're going to do the same thing on this side. So we're going to grab our orange wool. We're going to place 1, 2, 3. 1 in the bottom. 3 yellow wools. 2 yellow wools. 1 yellow wool. And then a black. Awesome. And now the only thing that's left is just to add those little black things that are right here. Like his eyebrows area. And for that, what we're going to do is that we're going to make a row of black connecting the eyes right here. So we're going to go 1, 2, and drag it towards the middle. 1, 2, and drag it towards the middle. Then we're going to grab our yellow wool, and we're going to make a row down here. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go fill this in. Awesome. And then in the middle here, we're going to grab 2 blocks of black. Then red, black, red, black, black, red, and then 2 blacks. So that was really confusing. So I'm just going to stop the video right here for a second and go over it. It's going to be 2 blocks starting right in the middle. And then a black diagonal block. Red, black, and then 2 blacks. So that was confusing. So my apologies, but just make sure that your Darth Maul pixel art looks like this. So now we're going to go up here. We're going to do the same thing. So 2 blocks. And we're going to place a red next to this black. A black on top of the red. A red next to this black. And we're going to place 1 black here. Here. And then we're going to place red and 2 blacks. And then we're going to go up to this little corner. We're going to place a red block here and a red block here. And then we're going to add 1 black and 1 black. And then the only thing that we have left to do is just to fill it in with some red wool and we'll be done. So let's go do that right now. I'll be back in a bit. Awesome, so there is our Darth Maul face pixel art. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button for us, subscribe if you haven't, so you can stay up to date with all our new videos. Blah, 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 I can't talk. Subscribe if you haven't, so you can stay up to date with all our newest videos. And look at that. I kind of made a little mistake here, but we were able to fix it in the actual pixel art. Because you see, this is supposed to be like a little black dot here, but we fixed it in the one that we built together, so that's awesome. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching.